If you like this video, please click like, share it, subscribe, buttons down there, and if you want to go to a meeting, Nottingham Online, all the information is in the bio. So why does Ronnie O'Sullivan hit the ball too hard? Well, obviously he doesn't, but what I mean is this: you may have noticed that sometimes, and not just Ronnie, a lot of players are the same, they'll hit a ball a little bit, probably harder than you'd think they need to. They could dribble it in, but there is a real reason why. This is it. Well, before I go any further, in no way am I criticising Ronnie O'Sullivan, right? There's a trend on social media that if you see anything that could be in any way interpreted as criticising Ronnie O'Sullivan, there's a lot of militant Ronnie O'Sullivan fans that are after you. I don't want the mob after me, right? So, yes, FYI, I think Ronnie O'Sullivan is amazing. He's a brilliant snooker player, right? Probably the third best player I've ever seen. You know what I mean? So, you put that to bed. But the first example is this shot here. Now, you could dribble this in, right? Or you could play it with a slightly more positive strike, right? While Ronnie O'Sullivan, why does he like to sort of hit the ball with a more positive strike? So not hard, just a bit more firm. Now, generally the reason is this. Now, it's a left cut, so he will play this with a trace of right-hand side. Most 99.9 players will play this with a trace of right-hand side. So if I dribble this in with a trace of right, if I don't hit it hard enough, the side might make the white swerve a little bit. It's only a little bit, right? So what players do is hit it a little bit firmer. So if there is any deflection, left, if I'm hitting right, it's only a tiny bit, it will hold its line more because I'm hitting it. The spin is not going to grip the cloth and turn and make it swerve when I'm dribbling it in. And I've got the camera there, so I'm going to play the shot both ways. You might see it react slightly differently if we can just zoom in on it. Right, so if I drop it in with that trace of right hand side, because I play most of my left cuts with that trace of right, because that's how I see the shot, right, is this. So if I try and dribble it with my trace of right, you might see the white swerve a little bit, right? Now, whether I was lined up, that, maybe not. I was just trying to make sure that I got a little bit of right on there. But if I hit it harder, let's get it right there. You'll see, oh, that's wrong there. That's going to be absolutely clueless. Right there, look, that's it. If I hit it harder, and we'll slow this down, you'll see it will hold its line more. It won't come back right. And I can play the shot like that. So that's generally why, not just Ronnie O'Sullivan, but a lot of players will hit the ball a little bit firmer just so that cue ball holds its line. It's really important that it does that. Now, you could argue, and I know they're all after going, why do you hit the middle all the time? Well, the middle doesn't exist. And again, if you hit in the middle, you're gambling which way it's going. So I know I'm right. It can only go that way. And if I learn where them spots are, hit them consistently, I'll know how much it's going to move. So like I say, if I hit the ball a bit firmer, it will hold its line and then hopefully hit where I'm aiming. Right, so here we go, look. When I hit this, you'll see it go a little bit to my left as I look at it. And I'm going to hit it any second now. And then you see the spin start to grip the cloth and the white will start to come back the other way. So it's on a bit of an arc, it bends a little bit. So you're always having to judge that if you're playing it at that pace. Now with this one, because I'm hitting it harder, the white will maybe deflect a little bit left as I see it from behind the shot. But you'll see, because I've hit it harder, the spin doesn't grip and it stays on that line. And then I pot the red. So yes, that's as you can see behind the shot, that's why you want to hit it a little bit firmer so it holds its line. Right, here's another example. So I could pot this red drop it in and go behind the back of the black for the black in the same pocket. Now, or I could stun across the face of it at the 2 rails and get on the black in the same pocket. Now, dropping it in is really tough. You could argue, oh, why is dropping it in easier? Because it makes the bag bigger, doesn't it? But the problem is with dropping it in, you've got to hit it at a pace, whereas there's any side on the cue ball, it will turn it off its line because it will grip. So players will play this left cut, trace the right, and because of the pace they're hitting it, it will stay on its line, truer to its line, because it's not, the spin won't grip the cloth as quickly, right? So here we go. I've got to pot it now, haven't I? All right, here we go. A bit of right, you might see the rotation. Come on, Michael, you can do this. Here we go, look. We're perfect. So again, that's why players like to have that more firmer strike. It's not hard, it's just enough for the white not to sort of swerve. Try it. You'll see it's better. So there you go. You'd think it'd make it easier if you dribbled the balls in all the time because it'd make the pocket bigger, but it's actually sometimes not. It's actually harder to do that. I'm not talking about banging them in, but again, just hitting it hard enough just so that white will hold its line a bit better, a bit easier, and yeah, give it a go, see how you get on. See you soon.